Introduction to World War I. The real reason for World War I. Now, the main reason for World War I has often been put as four causes, described as MAIN by that acronym. M for military, A for alliance, I for imperialism, and N for nationalism. Some even add a fifth one, and they call it mania, adding A for assassination. No question, all five are causes of World War I, from those who wrote on the subject, those who make movies on the subject, those who teach on it, even just those with common sense seeing what World War I was about, see that those are the reasons what led to it. But ironically, somehow, I don't know why, but unification gets left out. The U, I would add in somewhere in there. In fact, you'd say U is a precursor to those four. That the main reason for the U, the unification, causes the other four. Which unification? Beginning with Italy, it went through three different stages of unification. Around 1860s into the 1870s, you had Italy basically finally unified, although other pieces came after World War I. Nonetheless, this Italian unification was crucial for why World War I happened. Although much more important than the Italian one is the German one. The German unification by the early 1870s was absolutely key, far more than in the Italian one. The Italian one, in fact, doesn't matter as much as the German because the Italians were not really participating at the beginning of World War I, unlike the Germans, which did. In fact, the Germans were the key player between the Russians and the French on one side and the other side, two different fronts. And the Germans were the ones who invaded into Belgium to really start World War I on the West Coast. The French joined in, the British joined in because of the German invasion through neutral Belgium. So, German unification, absolutely important for causing the militarism, the alliance system, the imperialism, and the nationalism. The Germans wanted to be like the others. So, with Germany and Italy by 1871 having become countries, they wanted, as mentioned, to be like the others, have colonies, be strong, be friends with other countries, show their national spirit, that pride. They were not different than the other Europeans. They wanted to be like them. And in fact, they very much became like them by going into Africa, by going into the South Pacific, China. They went to these different areas and made new colonies. They began a huge military build-up, especially the Germans, building basically the biggest military. They had a sense of now national pride because they were unified, they were one, they were not divided into many pieces. And certainly they made friendship with each other, joining in with the Austrians, or the Austrian-Hungarian Empire at that time, and forming the Central Powers. So these two are key. No question that Maine or mania are the reason for World War I. But again, unification will be argued made the difference. The Germans now wanted to be the key power. They wanted to be one key nation, just like the others in Europe, but standing even above them, above the French, above the Russians, above the British.